I was still a very young teacher in my 20s. On Saturday afternoon, I got a phone call that one of my former students had been shot to death. He died on a Friday night, got the news the next day. And it was a traumatic event. It broke my heart, really. He was a kid I'd invested a lot of time in, put my whole self into trying to help this kid straighten his life out, and we thought we had him going down the right path. And I went to his funeral a few days later, and I remember looking down into his coffin and saying to myself, this kid is not going to die in vain. So I sat down and wrote a play called I Am a Teacher, about what it means to be a teacher who really cares about kids. I never thought I would play this role again. At the Kennedy Center, a member of Congress came up to me afterwards and said, I'm going to have to rethink my votes on education now that I've seen your play. So I toured that play for 16 years and walked away from it and thought I would never come back to this role, thought I would never do this play again. But I've had so many people call me or just find me on the internet and say, when are you going to bring it back? We need this play. But I just know that now, the state of American education today, it's time to bring I Am a Teacher back. Good morning, class. My name is Ben James. I am your history teacher. Welcome to the first day of school. I want you to know that I love teaching and I love my students, but I am not terribly interested in your self-esteem. Yes, I want you to feel good about yourself, but in this world, your success depends upon what you can do. And in my class, you are going to learn to think and to write. You're going to learn how to learn. You'll learn how to communicate. There really have been three versions of the play over the years. The first version was a young teacher taking the audience through a day in the life of a teacher. And then the second version was a middle-aged teacher trying to decide whether it was worth it to him anymore. And this third version is going to be about a teacher near retirement. And the teacher trying to decide if he has one good fight left in him. And the school district assigning him a young teacher to mentor. So we can take all these years of experience and wisdom of deep passion about teaching and convey all that to a young teacher. Wait a minute, Jeremy, wait a minute. You heard what? No, I never threatened to throw a kid off the roof. It was that day I dangled the kid by his ankles out the second floor window. I did have his homework. Life is a classroom, and every moment is a lesson, beginning right now.
So you're coming back to a piece that you lived with for years and years, and you're bringing me in to look at it with some fresh eyes, and you're coming back to it to bring new experiences and perspectives. What are you hoping to do? What are you hoping to achieve with it this time, David?
I think in American education today, there's such a crisis of how we educate young people. There's such an emphasis on test scores, arts education being cut out, PE being cut out. I mean, real basic things to the human experience being pushed away. I think we need to focus upon who we are as a nation, who we are as a culture, and what we really believe in about educating whole human beings. That's part of it. Another part is the simple fact that one thing I learned a long time ago is there's no such thing as a one-person show. Directors, producers, people who help in so many ways and such an integral part of the process. We're at a critical point now, rewrites and preparing for our first previews, and this is a time when we're going to need support and help. We want to relaunch I Am a Teacher.